Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. After last week's debacle, it wasn't really a debacle, with the Ruger trigger, I decided that I should probably do a long-term review on my favorite trigger, and that is the CMC drop-in trigger. As you can see, I have 4 rifles in front of me. They all have the CMC drop-in trigger. This one over here is my competition rifle. It is a 2.5 pound trigger. These two have the drop-in 3.5 pound trigger, and then this is the drop-in PCC, the 9mm trigger. So what we're going to do is I bought a pull device. It's by Lyman, and we are going to check the pull weights, see how they've held up over time. In terms of usage, the competition rifle has definitely seen the most action, well over a few thousand rounds. The PCC is probably in second with a few thousand rounds also, and then the 308 and the 6.5 Creedmoor don't have much time on them at all. So without further ado, we are going to check some pull weights. All of these weapons have been safety checked and they're all clear. I don't store any of my rifles with rounds in them, so they're all clear. They're all safety checked off camera. We're going to use the handy dandy Lyman trigger pull and get this show on the road. 2-3, that one was light. £3. 2.6. 2.3. 2.3. That's impressive. This is not a 2-pound trigger. This is a 3.5 pound trigger, and that average comes out to 2.66. Interesting stuff. Let's move on to the next one. This is my competition rifle. I put it together. You can see pretty well worn, dirty. That's the way it should be. We've got a 2.5 pound trigger in here. Let's see what it shows up as. Clear that. 110. 1.7. 1.15. 1.12. 1.12. That's going to give us an average of 111.8. 1 pound, 11 ounces, 11.8 ounces. Pretty good. This trigger is super fantastic. Next up is the 308, and I don't know if I've actually fired this one since I put the drop-in trigger. I had an older trigger, a Spikes tactical trigger in here, and I don't think I've fired this one, so this one will be brand new other than dry fire. Clear those out. So this one's supposed to be 3.5 pounds as well. 2.5. You can see that reset there. Oh, I cleared it out by accident. Wrong button. 210. 2.8. 2.5. 2.6. 210. 2.7, that's going to give us an average of 2.8. So this is a 3.5 pound trigger, and they are all consistently a little bit lighter. Last but not least, this is the 6.5 Creedmoor. Definitely have some rounds on this trigger. How will it add up to, or how will it compare to one that wasn't fired at all? Bigger cartridge, bigger boom, bigger mass going back. The charging hand, or not the charging hand, the bolt carrier weighs more than AR-15, weighs more than the 9mm, it's more back pressure. Different buffers, you know, how will that compare? And that's what we're here for. Wow. 1.9. The internals are exactly the same as the 308. 2.5. 2.2. 2. 114. 213. That one rolled a little bit. Just for comparison's sake, I'm going to pull out the 229 DAK and we'll test that one and see what that one's at, just for comparison. Just for argument's sake, we're going to check this P229 up against the trigger reader, the pull weight, and see if it's advertised appropriately. This is the DAK trigger, and I believe it's around 6 pounds pull weight. So let's check it out. Six, 3. Six, 6. 6.8. 6.4. 6.7. I think that was 5. Average is 6, just a little less than 6.5 pounds. So this, first of all, this is pretty accurate. I would believe the results, because the reason I tested this 229 was because everything came in under the advertised pull weight for the CMCs. And I think I have another one lying around, but I don't feel like pulling out another one. But I've had nothing but good results with these triggers. They're reasonably priced. They go in super simple, and I will not hesitate to buy more of those CMC triggers. You know, it's an expensive thing. Triggers are expensive in general, and to get that kind of result with that value, there's really, in my mind, no reason to buy anything else. So hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you got something out of it. CMC triggers are super good in my book, and I really don't foresee myself buying a different kind to try. So that's going to do it for this one. Like and subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section below, and we will see you in the next video.